waŋžíla, Wičhíŋčala númpapi, Hokšíla, Tchokáheki, George E. George, California, ektá, California, ektá, Walmart, ektá, Luke, Warmwater, kičhí, Luke, Warmwater, pispíza-itଯ୍áŋčhaŋ, Líla, waŋkál, ičhíŋ, pispíza-itଯ୍áŋčhaŋ, George, waúŋží, George, ikčé-wičháša, héčha, George, čhaŋtéwašte, ičhíŋ, Coca-Cola, waŋží, čhíŋ, Coca-Cola, waŋžíni, yuhá, wašte, George, Chicago, ektá, Luke, Warmwater, kičhí, Chicago, ektá, wašte, Chicago.
All right. Awesome. And then if you could translate for us. Usually we just translate, but you sounded so good reading in Lakota. I just wanted to let you finish. So
Oh,
that was awesome. No,
I
that
didn't
was
even
really
think about translating it. I just wanted to read it in Lakota.
yeah, it sounded awesome. Great enunciation and awesome job. Do you want to go ahead and translate it for us, or should I go to ask someone else?
You can ask someone else.
Okay. Dwayne, can you go ahead and translate?
Sure. There's 3 boys, 1 prairie dog, and 2 women, or 2 girls. The first boy is named George. He is in California at Walmart. He is with Luke Warmwater. Luke Warmwater is the prairie dog. He's very important because he's the main chief. He is the chief of the prairie dog. George isn't important. He's just a humble person, a regular Indian.
Common man.
A common man, yeah. Ikčé-wičháša.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, or a bullhead. Yeah, I was thinking of a bullhead. Yeah. George čhaŋtéwašte. George is upset because he doesn't have a Coke. He wants one, but he doesn't have one. And that's not good. George goes to California, to Chicago. And Luke Warmwater goes to Chicago with them. Chicago's great. Chicago's good.
Awesome job. Good job, Dwayne.
Yeah.
Chanu. Janet, would you like to read our next paragraph? Translate it.
The one starting with Luke Warmwater, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, so Luke Warmwater is the chief of the prairie dogs, and he does not have a headdress.
Mm-hmm. So instead of "and," what is this word? What do you think this word means?
I looked that one up when I read this earlier today too.
But.
But.
Yeah.
Okay, but he doesn't have a headdress.
Huh.
And that's terrible. He wants a headdress. The prairie dog is very unhappy because he's the chief of the prairie dogs and he doesn't have a headdress. And Luke Warmwater and George are going to Chicago together.
Yep, Luke Warmwater went to Chicago with George. Wow, kichhí chapo. Okay. Awesome. Okay, Matt, do you want to do our next one?
Sure. The second boy is not George. The second boy is me, Alex Thunder. I am Alex FireThunder. I am in Madison at Pinky's, and I want a coffee. I do not have a coffee. I have a Coca-Cola, but I do not want a Coke. I want a coffee. Dang. I went to Rapid City.
Ashte, kičhí shapo. Matt, a kičhí shapo mitakiyapi. Okay, I think everyone's on mute, so if they're kichhíing and can't hear. But I assure you, Matt, they're kichhíing for you.
Ashte.
Ohacha. Wana Ainsley, would you like to read their next paragraph?
Yeah. The third boy is Joe Snaz. What's Ata mean again?
It's like, I don't even know how to explain it. Ata cho is like a common phrase which you'll see in here, so it's just a play on that. Ata Joe, Ata Joe Snaz.
Okay. He's at Devil's Tower. Is there a way to say that in English besides Devil's Tower?
Bear's Lodge.
Bear's Lodge. Okay.
That's how this translates, Bear's Lodge, but we all know it as Devil's Tower. But yeah.
Okay. At that show.
So it translates as like it's really awesome.
Yeah.
Something really cool, really awesome.
He isn't with anybody. Oh, is that mean he's alone? But that's okay. But he's
no problem.
yeah. He's happy because Devil's Tower. Oh, because he's at Devil's Tower. It's really awesome. Yeah. But he wants a cigarette. But because he wants to pray. He doesn't have a cigarette, or he doesn't have tobacco, and like that's like it's too bad, right? Something like that. And then he went to Bear Butte.
Oha, kičhí shapo mitakiyapi. Okay. Oha, now and last but not least, Jamie, would you like to do our last paragraph here?
Yeah. So we have the women, Wapญ่áha, Tiwi Deb, and Beyonce and Tiwi Deb are in Hollywood, Florida. Ektá together. Deb.
Let's try to go line by line.
Line by line.
Yeah, that's okay. So that's a good summary so far. But yeah, so the first girl, Coca-Cola.
Oh, I see. Okay. Wičhíŋčala Coca-Cola. Okay, so the first girl is Auntie Deb Haaland. íŋš-eyá, and she's with the second girl, or the second girl is Beyonce. Auntie Deb is in Hollywood, Florida. Auntie Deb, I don't know what íŋš-eyá is.
Íŋš-eyá means alone.
Oh.
So we're saying
so she's not alone. She's with Beyonce, or they're together. Isn't kičhí together?
Yeah, she's with her.
Okay.
She's with Beyonce.
So Auntie Deb Woúĵápi. She wants some woúĵápi. And but Auntie Deb or Deb čhaŋtéwašte, she doesn't have any.
Oh yeah, that means she doesn't have any. So how's she feeling because she doesn't have any?
She's sad.
Yeah, she's not happy. She doesn't
She's
have
not
any.
happy that she doesn't have any. And then but Beyonce doesn't want any woúĵápi. Beyonce Takuni, she doesn't have any at all.
She doesn't want.
She doesn't want any to begin with.
Yeah, she doesn't want anything.
Okay. She
She's-
wants nothing.
Yeah, she
right.
doesn't want anything.
Sure. It's because she has everything. And then Auntie, she also, or does she doesn't have anything, or she doesn't want anything more?
So E
Or
we
else?
learned. I think E you missed from last week is
Okay.
That means somebody went somewhere.
Oh, okay.
So she didn't go.
Like she didn't go to get it, or she didn't go.
She didn't go anywhere.
She didn't go anywhere. Okay.
Yeah. So dukteni means nowhere. So it's kind of the same pattern as dakuni,
Okay.
dueni, dukteni.
Okay.
Yep. So she didn't go anywhere.
Let's see. And Beyonce. Yeah. Yeah.
It's over here in the comments.
Is
so-
it just saying that she didn't go anywhere as well?
Yeah, exactly.
And then ektá, únipi, not so is it saying that we didn't leave Florida, Hollywood, Florida?
Yeah, basically they're in Florida. And
Ektá,
they didn't go anywhere.
They're in Florida and they didn't go anywhere.
Yep.
Okay.
So what's the difference between Hollywood, Florida, ektá and Hollywood, Florida, ektá úmpi? What changed here?
They didn't leave anywhere together.
Yeah, we're talking about both of them at the same time
Okay.
with B. So B pluralizes
Okay.
it, which I know
Right.
all of you guys have learned in the various classes that you've taken before here. So,
Okay. That's helpful though.
but yeah, so we can start bringing that into practice. So EP and umpi. So we're
Okay.
familiar with and E. It occurred donut times in the other paragraphs. So down here, we're just adding B to pluralize it. And then she's not here today, but Jimena really wanted to learn this little phrase here, which some of you guys are probably familiar with. Líla otejike. So it's a really difficult time in our story right now.
Will everyone come to?
So we'll have to find out what happens here. Okay, so who's gonna be George tonight? We're gonna need a George. Matt? Okay, Matt Nieshni, George Nie. George. George Straight Nie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, George. Could be worse. Could be George
I'm
Bush.
good. I'm gonna go George straight then.
George. I don't know who else. We'll just be George. George. Okay, and then lukewarm water. héčha. héčha. Dwayne, lukewarm water. hénia.
Did it last week.
Okay.
Give somebody else a chance. If nobody takes it, I'll take it. But
Yuhá pispíza-itଯ୍áŋčhaŋ.
If Dwayne, you want to be George, I can be the pispíza.
Does that work with you,
Give
Dwayne?
you somebody
Yeah, that's fine.
different.
If nobody wants to do it, I'll take whatever.
All right.
I like to give other people the chance. Yeah, it's been picked too many times, you know.
All right. So Dwayne, George.
Yuhá, one easy.
Yeah, Henan.
Louisa Umpi.
Now easy pishne. Oh, chap. Well, now we need Ata Joe Snaz. Joe Snaz. Monique, can we be Joe Snaz?
Sure.
All right. After doing this with the character Joe Snaz, it makes me want to make up a fake character named Joe Snaz and do like a series of just like little books, little adventures that Joe Snaz has. And then it teaches like the vocabulary for whatever like setting that he's in. I don't know. I think that'd be kind of cool. Not even necessarily children's books, like little, like, I don't know, like short stories for adults. I think that'd be cool. Okay. And then we need, who else? Tui Deb and Beyonce. Janet, would you like to be Tui Deb?
Sure.
And Ansley, would you like to be Beyonce?
Beyonce, miyé.
Wow, Beyonce. Beyonce miyé. Noshte. Na Wakyályapi matuehe.
Alex FireThunder.
Alex FireThunder
Miyé.
miyé. Héčha tu. Oh, huh. Oh, Wakyályapi. Ah.
Ah,
Wakyályapi letuehe.
George.
Let George Wakyályapi. George Wičhíŋčala héčha huo.
Yeah.
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 Wičhíŋčala héčha shni.
Machashni.
Wakyályapi George pispíza-itଯ୍áŋčhaŋ huo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pispíza-itଯ୍áŋčhaŋ.
pispíza-itଯ୍áŋčhaŋ shni. Duale pispíza-itଯ୍áŋčhaŋ shni. Wakyályapi George tatanka-itଯ୍áŋ huo.
Yeah.
Tatanka-itଯ୍áŋ shni. Pispíza-itଯ୍áŋ shni. Wičhíŋčala-itଯ୍áŋ shni. George dakuhe.
Hokšíla héčha.
Héčha tu. George Hokšíla héčha. Na George Hokšíla tchokahe ki na ish Hokšíla ičínuŋpa ki ehe.
George Hokšíla toka.
Kahe.
Héčha tu tchokahe. George Hokšíla tchokahe ki Héčha tu Wakyályapi. George Hokšíla tchokahe ki cha Hokšíla ičínuŋpa ki tuehe.
Yeah.
Alex.
FireThunder.
He miyé. Alex
Hokšíla
FireThunder
ičínuŋpa.
miyé. Hokšíla ičínuŋpa ki miyé. Héčha tu. Honaha Wakyályapi George pispíza waŋ kičhí na ish tatanka waŋ kičhí he.
Pispíza.
Pispíza.
Héčha tu. George tatanka waŋ kičhí shni. Or tatanka waŋžíni kičhí shni. George pispíza waŋ kičhí. Cha Wakyályapi pispíza he macha he.
Yeah.
Duale pispíza he macha shni. Hokšíla he macha. Cha Wakyályapi pispíza ki duehe.
Warm water.
Warm water.
Héčha tu. pispíza ki hai lukewarm water Now lukewarm water, George kičhí. Now George lukewarm water kičhí. Now Wakļályapi George lukewarm water kičhí tuktel hai.
Chicago E.
Chicago. Ektá.
Tuktel hai.
California.
California.
ektá,
California.
Mar ektá.
California ektá Walmart ektá héčha.
Ah,
Na California ektá Walmart ektá na dokel hai. Dokel hai. Na is dokeshke hai. Dokel is down at the bottom left corner. Dokel.
George čhaŋtéwašte.
Ha, héčha haun Wakļályapi shichaya. George čhaŋtéwašte. George čhaŋtéwašte. George čhaŋtéwašte. Dakue. George čhaŋtéwašte.
Coke. Waŋží.
George
Coca-Cola
Coca-Cola waŋží
Ičhíŋ.
čhíŋ.
Héčha ičhíŋ Coca-Cola waŋží čhíŋ Wakļályapi. George čhaŋtéwašte. Ičhíŋ Coca-Cola waŋží čhíŋ. Héčha. Na Wakļályapi George Coca-Cola waŋží yuhá.
Yeah.
Yeah.
George
Yeah.
Coca-Cola waŋžíni yuhá.
George Coca-Cola waŋžíni yuhášni. Haun shichaya. Another one you guys might be familiar with is Hoshteeks. Hoshteeks. That's another one for like shucks. Like darn shucks. Hoshteeks. George Coca-Cola waŋžíni yuhášni. So Wakļályapi lukewarm water Coca-Cola waŋží yuhá.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Coca-Cola
Coca-Cola
waŋžíni
yuhášni. George Coca-Cola waŋžíni yuhášni. Lukewarm water Coca-Cola waŋžíni yuhášni. Lukewarm water Coca-Cola waŋží čhíŋ hai.
Yeah.
Yeah, lukewarm water
Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola waŋžíni čhíŋ. Lukewarm water daku čhíŋ hai.
Wapјáha.
Wapјáha.
Waŋžíni.
Héčha. Lukewarm water Wapјáha waŋží čhíŋ. Héčha. Honaha daku wačhíŋ hai.
Wakļályapi.
Wakļályapi waŋží wačhíŋ. Héčha. Na Wakļályapi waŋží wačhíŋ. Na Wakļályapi waŋží bluhá hai.
Yeah.
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 Wakļályapi waŋžíni luhášni.
Wakļályapi waŋžíni bluhášni. Daku bluhá hai.
Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola luhá.
Bluhá.
Héčha. Coca-Cola bluhá. Héčha. As Coca-Cola waŋžíni wačhíšni. Wakļályapi waŋží wačhíŋ. Haun. We skipped that one. Wakļályapi George Dokia. Dokia is another word for tuktel. It's more general, a more general aware when it's not unknown. Dokia hai.
Chicago
Chicago
ektá.
Chicago ektá. Na dakue Chicago ektá hai. Dakue. Dakue Chicago.
Coca-Cola waŋží opreto.
Coca-Cola waŋží čhíŋ. Coca-Cola waŋží čhíŋ čha Chicago ektá. or Chicago éyax ičhíŋ because Coca-Cola waŋží čhíŋ.
Long ways for a Coke.
Héčha tu. Líla teha omani. Okay, so George Chicago éyax. Remember, I told you guys at the beginning we have to have an open mind and anything is possible, and things are silly and ridiculous in the story. So just keep that in mind again. George Chicago éyax ičhíŋ Coca-Cola waŋží čhíŋ. Na pispíza-ki dokia he. Pispíza-ki dokia he.
Chicago éyax.
Pispíza-ki Chicago éyax. Pispíza-ki he tuehe. Tuehe.
Lukewarm water.
Lukewarm water.
Lukewarm water. Lukewarm water Chicago éyax. Dua kičhí he.
George
George.
kičhí.
Lukewarm water George kičhí Chicago éyax. Wakyályapi. George. George. Daku ya čhíŋ he.
Coca-Cola waŋží wačhíŋ.
Coca-Cola waŋží ya čhíŋ. George, Coca-Cola waŋží luhá he.
Yeah, Coca-Cola waŋžíni bluhášní.
Coca-Cola waŋžíni luhášní. George, čhaŋtéwašte na ičhínuŋpa he.
Wana čhaŋtéwašte. Čhaŋtéwašte.
Čhaŋtéwašte na ičhínuŋpa. So I think everybody is good with wašte and shiche. Does everyone know that already, just from past classes or exposure to the language? So we could say čhaŋtéwašte for I'm sad, I'm not happy. So we can say čhaŋtéwašte or čhaŋtéšiche. Lukewarm water čhaŋtéwašte. Or no, George. I think I said lukewarm water. George, čhaŋtéwašte. Dokia ya he.
Chicago éyax.
Chicago éyax. George íŋš-eyá ya he.
Lukewarm water kičhí éyax.
Lukewarm water kičhí ya héwašte. Wakялyapi. George íŋš-eyá. Chicago éyax na íŋš-eyá. George lukewarm water kičhí. Wakялyapi. Chicago éyax dukdel ípihe. Chicago éyax dukdel ípihe. This is where you guys guess.
Oh,
We haven't
Wrigley Field.
decided.
the bean.
Soldier Field.
Wrigley Field.
Wrigley.
Wrigley. Sears Tower.
Sears Tower. Yeah.
Wakялyapi. Sears Tower éyax. Lukewarm water. George dukdel ihe. Dokia ihe.
George Chicago éyax.
George Chicago éyax. George Chicago éyax dukdel ihe.
Sears Tower éyax.
Héčha tu. Chicago éyax Sears Tower éyax. Shte. Na lukewarm Tukťáľyapi.
Chicago éyaš.
Íŋš-eyá Chicago éyaš. Lukewarm water Chicago ektá Tukťáľyapi.
Sears Tower McDonalds.
Sears Tower McDonalds. Héčha na lukewarm water Wakļályapi.
Where did you go? Slowaishni. I might have missed. Where did you go? I don't know.
Wakļályapi Tukťáľyapi. Nice. Wakļályapi.
Mnilúzaŋhaŋ-Otļúŋwahe.
Mnilúzaŋhaŋ-Otļúŋwahe. And just in case there's anybody who wasn't here last week, can someone translate Mnilúzaŋhaŋ-Otļúŋwahe for us?
Rapid City.
It's Rapid
Rapid City, South Dakota.
Oh.
Lukewarm water Wakļályapi.
Mnilúzaŋhaŋ-Otļúŋwahe ektá ya'i.
Héčha Mnilúzaŋhaŋ-Otļúŋwahe ektá wa'i. Kičhí shapo Wakļályapi lukewarm water Líla dayan éyaš. Wakļályapi tuwa mathopaha ektá íhe.
Josnas.
Josnas mathopaha ektá í Wakļályapi. Wakļályapi Josnas in Hochpi ektá í na is mathopaha ektá íhe. Héčha Hochpi ektá ísni. And for those of you that don't know, Hochpi is eagle nest, which is Wambly, South Dakota. Hochpi ektá ísni. Mathopaha ektá í. Wakļályapi tuwa tukdeni ipishniha. Tuwa Denny.
Tuwing Deb.
Tuwing Deb.
Beyonce.
Nah, Beyonce.
Tuwing Deb.
Tukdeni.
Beyonce. Kičhí tukdeni ipishni. Mošte Wakļályapi. Na. Okay, let's do describe the situation. So where did everybody go? I know this is review, but I think it's good review. Beyonce, can you tell us where everybody went, including yourself?
Oh, sorry. I forgot it was Beyonce.
Beyonce Henie.
Where everyone went, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Describe our situation.
So George, na lukewarm water, Chicago, ektá Sears Tower, éyaš. Joe Snaz, mathopaha ektá í. Alex Mnilúzaŋhaŋ-Otļúŋwahe ektá ya'i.
Héčha.
Okay. Na Deb Holland, na Beyonce. Can't remember how to say like nowhere. Oh, tukdeni ektá ípi.
héčha tu kičhí shapo mitakiapi. Okay, so the only thing I would say is that you're Beyonce, so you wouldn't say your own name.
OyúYoupe.
Yeah. Cha mitakiapi. George, lukewarm water, kičhí, Chicago ektá, Sears Tower ektá, ípi. Not íŋš-eyá. Either one works in that situation. It just changes the English translation. It would be either he went with him or it means they went together. George, lukewarm water, kičhí, Chicago ektá, Sears Tower ektá, Joel Snaz, Wapjáha ektá, Mnilúzaŋhaŋ-Otjóŋwahe ektá, Starbucks ektá, I'm gonna add that in there right now. Starbucks ektá, na Beyonce, Deb Haaland, kičhí, dukdeni ípišni. Let's do one more. Jimena, would you like to describe the situation?
George, kičhí, lukewarm water, Chicago ektá. Na George, Sears Tower ektá. Alex, miyé, Mnilúzaŋhaŋ-Otjóŋwahe ektá, na Atta Joe Snaz Mato Tipila ektá, na Tuin Deb kičhí Beyonce dukdeni ípišni.
Héčha tu kičhí shapo. Da chanu. Ash Joel Snaz Mato Tipila ektá, na wana Wapjáha ektá.
Yeah.
Wapjáha ektá. Shte. Da chanu. Okay, everybody take let's do 30 seconds and tell the situation. In 30 seconds. I'll just watch the clock on here. So it's 44:32 now. So let's go start now.
George, Chicago.
Unmute. Sorry, we went way past the 30 seconds. So how'd that go for everybody? Numbers of first give me thumbs up for confidence. Some thumbs sideways, not so confident. Thumbs down, really unconfident, not really all over the place. Okay, and then Dwayne, how about you? I can't see you, so. I mean George, sorry, I meant George. Okay, so it sounds like everyone was confident. And then 1 through 5 of were you able to say everything? How was your speech? 5 is perfect, total confidence, and we're able to say everything. 4. Okay. Pretty good numbers. Everybody was able to get through it then, right?
Mhm.
Just baby. Bebela kile cheye. Chishnil. Okay, I'm looking at some numbers in the chat. Cool. All right. Ashte. Oha. Okay, let me see if Camille can take them again. Hold on. Sorry, guys. 1 minute. I'll be right back. Okay. Sorry about that, guys.
Yeah, I got a question.
Yeah.
I did all the things, but I got tripped up with Aunt Deb Holland and Beyonce didn't go anywhere. Is that Tuene-ishni?
Tukteni ipishni.
Tukteni, yeah.
Tukteni. Yep. So it's like Tuktel. We're taking the L off and adding ni on there. Tukteni. Just like the dueni and dakuni. Tukteni ipishni. They didn't go nowhere. Oha. Wakļályapi. Wičhíŋčala waŋ Chicago ektá na Chicago ta.
Snagging.
George forgot about his Coca-Cola now.
Wičhíŋčala waŋ Chicago ta. Oha. Wakļályapi. Wičhíŋčala waŋ Chicago ektá hai. Ha na íŋš-eyá. Wičhíŋčala waŋ Chicago ektá héčha tu. Wakļályapi Hokšíla waŋ Chicago ektá hai. Hokšíla waŋžíni Chicago ektá shni. Wičhíŋčala waŋ Chicago ektá.
I was counting George.
You know what I mean. Context. For being technical.
Sorry.
Not George. Wičhíŋčala waŋ Chicago ektá. Wakļályapi Wiña waŋží Chicago ektá hai.
Yeah.
Wiña waŋžíni Chicago ektá shni. Actually, these are kind of funny sentences. To say that would be like, there wasn't a single woman in Chicago. That's what that means. But for the sake of the story, Wiña waŋžíni Chicago ektá shni. Wičhíŋčala waŋ Chicago ektá. Wakļályapi Wičhíŋčala ki hai tuwe hai. Wičhíŋčala ki tuwe hai. Wičhíŋčala ki tuwe hai.
Meghan Markle.
Dua?
Meghan Markle.
Meghan Markle. Head tuwe. I don't even know who that is. Head tuwe ka héchi.
Prince Harry's wife, but she went to school in Chicago.
Oh.
But she didn't
Yeah.
so that's why.
Let's get some more, guys.
Opra.
Opra.
Oh yeah, Oprah lives in Chicago.
Opra. Oha. Wakļályapi Wičhíŋčala ki Opra e.
Éyaš.
Wašte. Wakļályapi Opra Chicago ektá. Oha. Let's see. I remember how we do it when we get to this point. I haven't gotten this far yet with my students in school. So you guys are ahead. You guys are ahead of my students. and we've only been meeting once a week, so you guys can only imagine what middle schoolers are like. Wičhíŋčala wa Chicago ektá Wičhíŋčala ki Opra e. Let's see. Okay, so George, Dokia ya hai. George. George, aka Dwayne. Han, wanana chico. George, Dokia ya hai.
Chicago, ektá-wičháša. Ektá-waúŋ.
Chicago ektá ya.
Yeah, y.
Na Chicago ektá duwa Chicago ektá hai. Duwa Chicago ektá hai.
Opra.
Opra Chicago.
Opra. Now Luke warm water.
Opra Chicago ektá na Opra i pispíza-itଯ୍háŋčhaŋ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Opra
pispíza. Yeah, héčha. Wičhíŋčala héčha.
Wičhíŋčala héčha. Wičhíŋčala waŋží Chicago ektá hai.
Okay.
Wičhíŋčala waŋží Chicago ektá hai.
Yeah, Wičhíŋčala.
Wičhíŋčala wa Chicago ektá Wičhíŋčala ki Sears Tower na McDonalds ektá hai.
Opra McDonald's ektá
Opra Sears Tower ektá
they got a McDonald's in Sears Tower, I think.
Ítash now. Everybody say ítash now. That means like, for real? Are you serious? Ítash now. Seriously? So Wakļályapi, lukewarm water. George, kičhí, Chicago ektá, Sears Tower ektá, McDonald's ektá Wakļályapi, Chicago ektá, Sears Tower ektá, McDonald's ektá. I should. Opra, Chicago ektá, Sears Tower ektá, McDonald's ektá Wašte. Wakļályapi i Joe Snaz Dokia hai.
Bluhá ektá.
Bluhá ektá. Wakļályapi duwa Bluhá ektá hai. Duwa Bluhá ektá hai.
Ishnala.
Yeah, Ishnala I Ash Dua Matropaha Ekta Shahetuehe.
Michael Jordan.
Duale.
Michael Jordan, Chicago ektá.
Oh.
Michael Jordan, Chicago Ekta. Wakļályapi Phil Jackson. Matropaha Ekta. Wakļályapi Phil Jackson, Matropaha Ekta Wačhíŋ.
Yeah.
NBA finals title čhíŋ.
Phil Jackson. Phil Jackson.
Phil Jackson, like Shagloka. Shagloka, Namshianka, Líla Ota. Yuhá.
Dona Kigle Ohie. He's won many times.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody knows Phil Jackson here? Does anyone need some context?
Yeah, I have no idea who that is.
Okay.
I was trying to think, basketball.
He was the Chicago Bulls coach for the Michael Jordan years.
Oh, okay.
And then he was also the Lakers coach for the Kobe Shaq years and Kobe
Oh,
years.
jeez.
Yeah.
And then more recently, he was the president of the New York Knicks, but they didn't do so hot. So we were kind of hoping. I was kind of hoping that my New York Knicks would get some good luck from him joining.
Maybe you should have been the coach.
Yeah. But and also just for extra context, he is also very interested. For years, has been very interested in Lakota culture and spirituality, and he used to smudge the locker room before games with the Bulls and with the Lakers. And he told Dennis Rodman that he was like a hail cup. No,
Phil Jackson, Montana LT. Hey,
Slowashni.
I think he's got a home there. I think he lives there. Yeah. Which would make sense, be close to South Dakota.
Chawana Matropaha Ekta Hell Wačhíŋ. So that's why it was kind of funny for me when you said Michael Jordan. I was like, no, here Michael Jordan Matropaha Ekta Phil Jackson Matropaha Ekta Wačhíŋ. Phil Jackson Matropaha Ekta Wačhíŋ.
Shanli Yuhá.
Oganash, we didn't get there yet. Oganash, that means maybe.
Oganash?
Maybe. Okay, so when I ask who is at a place, we have to differentiate between who went there and who is already at there. Okay, so we could be technical and say like, well, they went there, so now they're there too. But but don't be like my middle schoolers. Just kidding. No, I'm just teasing. So when we say E, we're saying who went there, and when we say we're saying who is already there. Cha Wakļályapi dua Chicago ekta hai. Opra. Opra Chicago ekta na dua Matropaha ekta hai.
Phil Jackson.
Phil Jackson Matropaha ekta héčha. Cha Josnas daku yachi. Oh, that was Monique. I think she headed out, huh? Yep. Looks like she logged out. Someone else want to be Josnas? Is everybody Jimena? Josnas niye? Josnas. Daku yachi.
Shanli Wachi.
Chanli waŋží.
waŋžíni wačhíŋ.
Chanli waŋží yachín. Héčha. Chanli waŋží yachín. Chanli waŋží luhá hai.
Kia. Chanli waŋží bluhášní.
Chanli waŋžíni luhášní. Chanli waŋží yachín as chanli waŋžíni luhášní. Josnaz dokia yaí hai.
Matropaha waí.
Matropaha ektá yaí. Héčha Josnaz. Na duwa matropaha ektá hai.
Phil Jackson. Matropaha ektá.
Héčha Phil Jackson matropaha ektá. Akichi shapo wakyályapi. Wow.
I just met Phil Jackson.
Wakyályapi daku wačhíŋ hai.
Wakļályapi yachi.
Wakļályapi.
Wakļályapi wačhíŋ. Wakļályapi waŋží wačhíŋ. Wakļályapi waŋží wačhíŋ. Wakļályapi waŋžíni bluhášní. Daku bluhá.
Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola waŋ bluhá. Až Coca-Cola waŋží wačhíŋ.
Yeah.
Coca-Cola waŋžíni wačhíŋšní. Wakļályapi waŋží wačhíŋ. Chadokia waí hai.
Chicago Sears Tower yaí. Oh, yeah. Mnilúzaŋhaŋ-Otjóŋwahe yaí.
Héčha Chicago ektá waíšní. Mnilúzaŋhaŋ-Otjóŋwahe ektá waí. Héčha Mnilúzaŋhaŋ-Otjóŋwahe ektá Starbucks ektá waí. Héčha Target ektá Starbucks ektá waí. Wakyályapi duwa Target ektá Starbucks ektá hai.
Nia.
Yeah.
Waí as tuktel hai.
Oh.
Duwa hai. Sorry. Duwa hai. Josnaz matropaha ektá.
Jay-Z.
Juan Valdez. It's a copy.
Jay-Z.
He's gonna wish for his middle schoolers back.
You guys, I should show you their stories. Holy, those guys are crazy. Wakyályapi. Usually I have a backup plan. If no one has anything I like to, if no one says anything I like, I have a backup plan, but I don't have one this time.
You want a copy? I brought you Juan Valdez and you didn't want it.
How about
Wakyályapi.
Britney Spears?
Duale.
Pat Riley.
Ashteshni.
The Rock.
Patrick Ewing.
Patrick
Willie Dixon.
Shaq.
Let's see. Wakyályapi. Louis Diamond Phillips.
Oh,
Target ektá Starbucks ektá. Louis Diamond Phillips Starbucks ektá. Wakyályapi duwa Sears Tower ektá hai.
Opra.
Opra Sears Tower ektá. Héčha na duwa Starbucks ektá hai.
Diamond Phillips.
Diamond Phillips.
Louis
Phillips.
Diamond Phillips Starbucks ektá héčha tu. Nanakú Phil Jackson Dukdel he.
Bluhá, ektá,
Matropaha ektá héčha tu. Na Tui Deb Dukdel ya he. Dokya ya he.
Mm. Tukteni ekta ishni.
Dukteni. Dukteni
Ekta
ya.
wa ishni.
Dukteni ya ishni. So with that, we don't need ektá. Dukteni.
Oh, okay.
Dukteni ya ishni. Héčha tu. Dukteni ya ishni. Cha dukdel ya he.
Hollywood, Florida. Ekta.
Hollywood, Florida ektá ya Na ishnala ya he.
Yeah. Beyonce, kičhí.
Beyonce kičhí ya
Waúŋ.
héčha tu. Kičhí chapo so let's do 45 seconds and tell the entire story as much as you can. Just talk for 45 seconds in Lakota. You can start wherever you want. You can just focus on one character if you want to, or you can focus on the new details and go with everybody. It's totally up to you how you want to do it, but it's just important that you practice speaking out loud. So everybody go ahead and mute yourself and we'll talk for 45 seconds starting now. Go.
Opra.
Okay, time's up, guys. Who talked for an entire 45 seconds? Everybody? A lot of you still going, right? Still talking?
No.
Did you get stuck?
Yep.
Okay, that's all right. Okay, so give me numbers now. 1 through 5. How's everyone feeling with this story? 4, 3,
Yamini.
4. What was your number, Himana? I missed it.
I think it's a 3.
3?
I just slow. I can picture it, but it just.
Okay, that's all right. Does anyone feel like we're going too fast for you?
Yes.
Okay. And do you feel overwhelmed with the language or do you feel overwhelmed with the details?
The details.
Okay.
Like you said about learning the languages, about focusing on the details. I have a hard time remembering who these people, like that Phillips guy. I don't know who that is. No.
Oh, Phil
Where
Jackson.
did he go? Why did he? No, not Phil Jackson, the other Diamond guy.
Oh, Louis Diamond Phillips.
I have no idea who that is.
Okay, that's did you ever see Stand and Deliver?
Young Guns.
No.
Young Gun, yeah, what else? He's
Pediatric.
La Bamba.
La Bamba.
La Bamba, yeah, there you go. Duh. That's who I should have said, Richie Valens. Yeah, so the actor that played him, that's Louis Diamond Phillips.
I heard he was in Target this weekend.
Yeah, Rapid.
I was confused. Is there
Touchdown.
a Starbucks in Target?
Yeah, there is.
Oh. See, I didn't know that happens. I don't go to Target ever either.
But okay, so listen, you didn't know that, but you understood it.
Yeah.
And
That's
so
true.
that's what we're trying to get. So even if there wasn't, the fact that you understood that, that's what we're trying to get at. And so you're doing good, Tim. That's a sign of success, because that was never translated, and nobody ever translated that. Of course, you know what Starbucks and Target are, and that's okay. Like our fluent speakers would say those things too in Lakota. Like they would, you know, ata Starbucks ektá waŋkályapi Opra. You know, they would talk like that and say Starbucks. Ata Starbucks North Route ektá na íŋš, or North Route, Northeast ektá, or you know, they named the street, not North Route, but only Kyle people would know, understand how funny that is. But but they would say, you know, the location or whatever. Target ektá, Starbucks ektá. I went to the one in Target.
Would fluent speakers say ektá Chicago, ektá Sears Tower, ektá Target, ektá Starbucks 4 times?
I mean, if it had to be that specific, that they probably would leave one out and be like, they'd probably be like, ata Chicago ektá tuktel. Now, you know, if someone would just say, well, oh, where'd you go? Just like in English, they wouldn't say like, oh, where in Chicago did you go? So it's our fluent speakers are very like I said before, high context. And so you rely on the context of the information, and the speech is a little bit more just general. It's like, oh, Chicago where did you go? They just say it like that. And then they might say Sears Tower, you know, so they might be chopped up into little sentences back and forth instead of like Chicago ektá, Sears Tower ektá. It might not be like that, but it is grammatical.
I would say,
You know-
even some of the older ones, don't they? And even when they speak English, they would say something like in Starbucks or in Sears Tower, in McDonald's,
Mhm.
we were eating lunch or something
Yeah.
like that. So you can
Yeah.
tell the Lakota structure is their English.
Yeah. So like I said, if they're like telling a story and they're trying to be real specific about it, you might hear stuff like that. But in conversation, it'll be like real short little exchanges. So it just depends on the context too of the conversation and the narrative.
You know, Alex, every once in a while we do something grammatically that my brain starts overthinking it, and then I forget I can't even listen to what we're talking about. You said bluhá is the way to say I have something. But if you don't have it, you say waŋžíni bluhá shni.
Mhm.